It's not a tumor?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Is that what you're thinking of?
That was one of them.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina?
Yeah. That too. Baby penises.
All right, you ready, buddy?
Oh, I thought we were going. I was talking baby penises.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hit a little yawn.
Sweat Equity Podcast.
Yawn hammer.
Man, this simultaneously gets you hyped. It's on brand for our new rebranded
Cocaine
design.
brand.
Cocaine Cowboys soundtrack. Shout out to Billy Corbin, director of Cocaine Cowboys. We need to I'm going to really try to get him on. That's
For real this time.
For reals. He follows me on Twitter, so I can.
That's what it was.
I can direct message him.
I know you knew him somehow.
I don't
do it
right
now.
Really know. Do it right now?
Yeah, I dare you.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Billy. Big fan.
He's got to come up from Miami to Miami Light, which is where we do this podcast in Tampa. I like to call it Miami Light.
Don't do that.
Just for dad chuckles.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Because, Tampa's cool.
It is, but it's a light version. Very light version. It is the Michelob Ultra to Miami.
In a good way.
Well, yeah. There's not a lot of there's not any homeless guys eating other faces off of people.
That was that was a one-time thing in Miami, right? The old bath salts.
I don't think so.
That's not happened twice. No way.
Alexa?
It's not going to work. Alexa's not going to work.
Alexa, how many bath salt? Oh my God.
She doesn't understand.
Yeah, it's like my marriage.
Ew.
Hey yo.
There's my fucking soundboard now. Fuck.
Yeah, you're doing too much, man.
Nothing.
You all right? You're holding the mic like a
soundboard.
gangster, though.
There it is. Okay.
That's what kind of show we've got, guys.
You just saw panic on my face because I didn't think it was going to work.
I bet your heartbeat's still like at a 40.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is it? Are you one of those people that have the slow, just...
I don't know. Let's check it out.
Because you don't really get freaked one way or the other.
No, well, I mean, normally I'm at like a 50.
What?
Yeah. But when I can Wim Hof it, and then I'll look at my watch, and it goes from like 130 down to 40.
Huh.
Something you're not supposed to be able to do is control your own heart rate. And with the Wim Hof method, you can. It's not really, useful other than the benefits of like the enzymes or whatever.
No, it's beneficial because that's
a good parlor trick.
But that's what that's what like the best athletes can do. So there is some value to it.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean it's the old fight or flight thing. That's what you're doing with the ice baths and all that stuff. You're telling your body that you're running out of oxygen and you're going to die. So it kicks into all its anti-inflammatory deals, and it addresses those somehow.
Yeah. Well, but at a resting rate, though, you're at a 50. That's still pretty. That's still like...
That's because I'm in shape.
No, some people are just dead on the inside.
Oh, well, that too.
I think there's...
Like Dick Cheney, who doesn't have a heart rate. He just has like a pump.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like always flowing on.
And a pump shotgun. Am I right, people? God,
Dick Cheney.
Lounge lizard. Wow. Okay.
They sound louder in your headphones than they are.
I know, man. I gotta go listen back and.
I did.
Okay.
They're fine.
Hey.
I can't do it for more than 10 seconds, but.
I'm not testing your ability like that.
Yes.
What do you got something to bitch about? Anything going on in your world of creating a dentistry and being the non-dentist part of it?
Yeah. Well, our receptionist.
Shout out to Forest Hills Dental.
Forest Hills Dental, Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
813-935-66666. Love that. Yeah, our receptionist has been out all week, and the old doctor came in. He was like, I can count on one hand how many days he's missed. I was like, don't need to hear that. That doesn't make me feel any better.
So to give the backstory, you guys acquired it from a previous doctor. You guys got like an ensemble cast that you didn't pick out necessarily, but they get the job done. They've been doing it for a while.
Shout out to Pat in the hospital right now. she's awesome. She's really good at it, but like we put a little too much stock in her being really good, and then we get thrown into the fire, and it's like, oh, man.
So that's actually a pretty good lesson to talk about. Is like never count on anybody.
Well,
like
it's a good thing because I don't know how quickly I would have learned the stuff I need to learn if this didn't happen. Like it's kind of like it had to happen.
It's really hard to be proactive in that direction, right? So
yeah,
because that personality is not one of most people to think ahead like that. That's like a kind of a, I would call like a mature business owner lesson, because that only happens usually after something. It's reactionary, right?
Yeah.
We talk about, in life or in business, be proactive versus reactive, but that some of these things are really hard to sit down and think about ahead of time. That's why it's good that we have this podcast to tell people, because we hear so many stories of fucking up like that, and you should have coverage for everything. Like you should act like there's gonna be, I don't know. You got to act like you're military with contingency plans almost, and you go, okay, if this happens, then this is gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. The problem is that like, as I have to learn it all, that takes all my brain power, and actually dealing with real people, answering phones, telling them how stupid I am. That in itself is like exhausting mentally. Then to be able to get up and be like, all right, now I need to write everything down that I'm going to need to know for next time. It's hard. It's hard to get that motivation to be like, all right, this is how it's going to go. We're going to be very organized and
like make your own FAQ as you're going about it, right? That probably saves a lot of time. We've kind of done that in Evernote, at least with like code and stuff. We've definitely done that because it's like, I don't want to have to relearn this again.
Right.
And I'll even go as far sometimes to go, okay, because if it's too complicated to write out, you just go, okay, you got to take this code and then you got to manipulate it here and then, do this. And that creates this little playbook, video knowledge base of sorts. But
that's something I've been doing. I was like, Nikki, if you learn something, record it on your phone. Video record it. Let's just build up this base so that, even if it's not a good video, maybe you do it twice and you have both pieces that we need to know or something, whatever.
Or record a raw version of it and then you can do a professional one later, or just have it. You need coverage, right?
Yeah.
Small businesses never have that.
Yeah. I mean, luckily we had somebody one day this week that used to work there when they had two dentists, and she came in and was able to, pick it right back up. Mostly because we're still using the same 40-year-old software that was there when she was there. But yeah, man, it's hard.
Yeah. So part of it is like, and I'm look, this is one of the most stressful weeks I've ever had, and
Samesies.
And so, but I found a little solace in using a lot of mind mapping stuff, a lot of visual stuff, visual apps to kind of help roadmap a lot of stuff. So like we've had a big issue as like a digital agency to explain the digital agency side, I'd say, to kind of explain a lot of how the internet works.
Yeah.
But also have that in a like almost throughout the whole process with the client. So, they understand we're going to show them a marketing funnel, the intake form or the beginning thing. And then I want it throughout the process of the actual proposal negotiation, contract, onboarding, throughout the whole life relationship with the client. So there's a consistency in saying, hey, like you want to hire us for this little sliver of your marketing funnel, but this is how it really looks on a canvas. And basically I've been trying to find this whiteboard, kind of a shared whiteboard system that can also be dynamic in the sense that it can input numbers for a client. Now this is kind of it's kind of ambitious, but at least I just need to start with a diagram to show like, here's why this is important.
It's so crazy how hard it is to find. Like I've been just looking for something that's like
it's business intelligence is what you should search for.
Okay. I haven't looked for that.
Or BI is like dashboards, right? Yeah. So we've talked about dashboards. What are like the three? Think about your business if you're listening to this, watching on YouTube or Vimeo. What are we on? Pornhub and Facebook. And so if you're watching this, I wish we had the setup to where we had the the screen it can share in.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, we don't.
We'll
so
get there.
Just,
we'll get there.
I'll act it out.
Okay. Yeah. Pictionary.
Go. What am I acting out?
So, well, hold on. I'm trying to get the thought first.
Okay.
So
I'm acting like
I've been
idiot.
obsessing about like the digital whiteboards.
Uh-huh.
They're really expensive though.
Yeah.
One's called Jamboard. That's Google's, and then Microsoft has a version called, I think it's just Microsoft Whiteboard.
Oh, I didn't know Google had their own.
And then
Realtime board is what I'm looking at.
So that's the digital version of like a whiteboard. I'm talking like physical TV mounted thing where you can draw on it with a stylus pen. Then it'll go, and it'll make it a formal kind of map.
Yeah. That's next level.
It's helpful, and the reason I don't even really like the more businessy person, the more old school the client or potential client, I don't even like to show a lot of this stuff because until I have it down pat, because they'll think you're just too much of a creative, and it's like, well, no, I need to show this to this is the best way to diagram what's going on.
Yeah, they want the nuts and bolts first.
But it's different for everybody too. Yeah. This is going to be an interesting problem to solve internally. Hopefully, maybe we make some kind of product out of figuring this roadmap out. But I've been obsessing about looking up data visualization for reporting, roadmap infographics to kind of explain stuff, a lot of charts, a lot of abstract stuff. I think there's a lot of visual. The data visualization stuff is interesting to me in the sense that it kind of looks like art. They're good, really good stuff.
Yeah, they should look good.
If you go in Tableau, which is kind of, for better or worse, I think the standard software or SaaS, that's software as a service, if you ever see that, that you can't do in Excel for some reason.
Yeah, I don't.
Excel's pretty limiting from my understanding, but just visually, like, I love those dashboards that have the charts that have a gradient on it. If you go to Grow Dashboards, I think they have some really cool simplified dashboards that you need to look at as a business owner. Like, everybody should kind of have some 3 metrics, right? If you're a bar owner and you had a dashboard every day, you looked at it. Okay, what's our cost per square footage? As John Taffer says, that's your most important.
You're going to get people sick.
Well, yeah, I like how he goes over the top about people getting food poisoning.
I know.
Well, but maybe he, like, was he molested
America's
by like an old hamburger or something? Like, I don't get why he's like, I get like being a 7, but not a 10.
I lost 2 sons to food poisoning.
Yeah, like he's like, you're gonna make people sick.
Yeah.
If they're having a hamburger.
Like, Jesus,
look at this
John, you're making yourself sick.
Sick. I love him because that's the job. That's what I want to do, is go in. I don't need cameras. I just want to go in and be able to yell advice.
Well, that's why you have your screaming pillow.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take that to the
well, that's for the bears I meet too.
Yeah. That's for you.
Well,
all right.
Anyway,
stay on track.
Dashboards. Pegging aside.
So what I was I want somebody to have and we've had this conversation before, but like an all-inclusive dashboard that has just so that you can see everything and access everything. I'm surprised nobody has like made this. I would want something with social media pushing, your own personal calendar, your own to-do list. It's crazy you can't. There's only a couple apps. There's like a to-do list that you check it off and it goes away. And it's like, how hard is it to just put all this stuff together? I don't get it.
So Grow is one I like. I remember talking to them 3 years ago when we started this business, and I liked them in the sense that they had the dashboard and then they had the integrations with there's never going to be an all-in-one, right? Because
I know, but why not?
There's too much segmentation. If you want to go into like when we're looking up apps, how many apps are there out there? It's like podcasts. There's like 200,000 or something crazy, right?
There's 200,000 podcasts?
I heard that number and it stuck in my head.
Oh, we're just one of them.
Yeah, there's 7 billion people though, so and 5 billion have internet, something like that.
That sounds
Alexa,
high.
how many people have internet around the world?
I am not connected to the internet.
Never answered a question for me correctly.
Yeah. You couldn't hear me we were playing Jeopardy. I was whooping your ass and no credit.
Yeah, you would answer it and be like, huh? What's up? Excuse me?
I'm still not convinced I'm not a ghost.
So the answer is you kind of have to, for what we're doing, we kind of have to hack, at least here, as an agency or a consulting firm, we're going to have to hack something together.
Like Zapier.
Well, Zapier.
Is that what you were going to say?
No, Zapier will connect apps that don't connect. But I mean, like, I don't think you're going to find that all in one that's going to have your project management, your ongoing tasks, and then also your reporting that's dynamic, right?
It doesn't sound that crazy to me, though.
It's not, but you're still going to have 3 different screens. So one thing I do want to do, here's another kind of nerd project. I was talking to our friend of the program, Damien Alpazar of 28 Monkeys, our video partner. Across the hall from us, I was talking about, I have that mirror over there. Mm-hmm. When I was looking up these data visualization tools, I'd always heard about you can make like all right, you go to the Hampton Inn. You ever been to a Hampton Inn?
Oh, yeah.
And
suites.
We actually have one on this block, which is weird.
Yeah, that's where everybody stayed for my wedding.
Really?
True story.
I always forget about it, and I forget the comedian buddies of mine that are doing the improv 4 blocks away. They'll stay over there.
Oh, that's nice. It's nicer than what they're used to.
We could get them on the podcast. I forget a lot of the time.
Yeah.
We got to be proactive about that, too.
Yeah, you could punt a football to one of 2 comedy clubs in Tampa, and we forget.
So there's a dashboard, an interactive screen downstairs in the hallway, in the lobby. It'll tell you the weather. It's like a big tablet, essentially.
Yeah. The John Madden, boom, telestrator.
Right. So I want one of those in here, but those are also expensive, like the the whiteboards I was talking about.
Yeah. Plus our greasy fingers will mess it up faster than normal.
But how sweet would it be to have that dashboard you're talking about, but also have it on a level where I want to walk in and be able to.
Yeah.
And that's a good parlor trick. Anybody that walks in this office and saw that, they would be like, "Whoa, these guys have their shit together."
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Yeah, I made that." Well, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
So I got my Pinterest on because I'm a big Pinterest guy. Yeah. I'm not scared. Mm-hmm. It's just me and a bunch of European dudes on there.
I do Pinterest.
Oh, yeah? For what? Recipes? I did it for chili yesterday.
Like designing the wife's office.
Dude,
office
Pinterest,
ideas.
It's so legit as far as like you do anything design-wise. There's so much stuff that I'll sit on a bike and I was doing a logo for a friend. Mm-hmm. Or my daycare is a nonprofit, and I said I'd try to help them. And I was like, okay, I call this kind of flex time. I'm like, what can I do while I'm sitting on the bike that I don't like doing too hard of like administrative work? Yeah. Because I'll fuck it up. Mm-hmm. But I can kind of just scroll through and go, oh, this looks cool. Okay, I'm going to pick off this part of that logo. I'm going to use these colors from this logo. And I can kind of find some ideas, and it'll get my brain going the rest of the day.
It's a good idea. What other stuff could you do while you're exercising? What type of stuff? It's like stuff you can't type. You don't really want to be typing.
So it's a lot of visual stuff. So like, if someone's like, I'll put my iPad on I'll do the Stairmaster or whatever. Mm-hmm. Put my iPad and if I have to learn an app, I can put it there, and I do that in here as well. With we have a mini kind of gym in our office, and I'll put that on I put on Realtim board, which we'll get to in a second, so I can learn everything about it. I just put the YouTube videos on, let the playlist go, and was doing my thing, was still working and still working out, kind of oscillating between that, but then my ear perk up when I saw something. I was like, what's that about? Oh, cool. And I would watch it for a minute. And
YouTube tutorials while you're exercising. It has to be stationary. You can't be out running and jogging. I mean, you could.
But YouTube is like part of finding the information like that. Because I was telling someone, there's no way I don't think I could do this without a lot of people putting YouTube tutorials up.
I know.
It's not like some people are just naturally good at like figuring out any software.
Right.
Or like they'll sit there and read the whole handbook or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's got to be some asshole somewhere that's made a tutorial for this. So part of the thing with like learning a lot of online skills is to be able to find
learning how to Google.
Learning how to Google,
dude. A lot
of the job is a lot of jobs now are just that.
Yeah, the segmentation of YouTube video, like there is a YouTube video out to fit your needs. I guarantee it. It's like anything.
And then when you can't find it, you're like, fuck.
It's like, what? You don't have a video to show me how to change out my brake light on a 2011 Chevy Equinox? This is bullshit.
So, one thing I was thinking about, you just jogged my memory.
I'm sorry!
For figuring out what to Google, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to try to do a joke about sometimes I'm too dumb to Google something. Like I can't even think of the word.
Yeah.
Or the phrase.
Like what do you call that thing?
Like I'm like convenient manatees. Damn it, that's not it.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I get then I get down the rabbit hole because of ADD, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Ooh, Frederick Douglass. Let's learn about him.
What one good shout out to Frederick Douglass.
Yep.
One good thing to do is you can reverse image search.
Yeah.
I use Pinterest for this too. You can reverse image search and it'll give you the term of if you have like a picture and you're like, all right, I know the picture is from this. I don't know what this thing's called. Get that picture, reverse Google image search it or Pinterest, and it'll populate the term probably, or you'll be able to route it that way.
Yeah. Well, at least give you the word that you're looking for, or the.
Sometimes you just don't know. Like business intelligence, like BI is a real phrase that's used in that analytics community. It's not something you and I really delve into. We will because this is going to be a bigger market, a bigger segment of because all data is getting crazy now.
Yeah. Too much.
There's too much. It's too spread out. If you look up I want to blow your mind. Did I ever show you the Martech 5000?
No.
Search that real quick, just so. If you're already been stressed this week.
Is it Martech TECH?
Yeah, our friend
5,000.
Mm-hmm. It's like an index of I think 5,000 different data entities, and like Google display ads are like one tiny sliver of this whole roadmap.
Oh, I've seen this fucking ridiculous chart.
Yeah, it is fucking sane. If you guys look it up, it's the Martech 5000. It's crazy.
It looks like it has, I'm going to guess, 5,000 logos of 5,000 different companies squeezed into a teeny tiny little infographic.
Yeah, I believe it's called a tree map flow chart because
this is not flowing in any way. It's a big block of mess.
Well, it's trying, and it's made by data people, so it's obviously really ugly.
Yeah.
But data visualization stuff is so huge, and for project management, for reporting, and just like you and I have a lot of creative ideas. Even I think we should be using it for sketches, like writing out sketches. There is a template to writing them, beginning, middle, end, or storytelling. So any creative stuff, that's useful too.
So wait, what was the point of the Martech 5000? Just to show me how shitty the graphic was?
Kinda.
Oh, okay.
Is to bring you back to that, but also show you like data's like out of hand, and we don't know really how to use it correctly.
Yes.
That's my theory.
Are there repeats in here? I feel like there's got to be repeats. I saw IBM once already.
Yeah, but there's subsidiaries of all the big guys. Because a lot of those companies are owned by, it's like, you ever seen that one infographic with all the food companies?
Yeah, Nestle owns everything.
Nestle owns like a sixth of all food
yeah.
in the United States.
Yeah.
Kraft, and who else? Like General
Foods?
Yeah, something like that.
General Tso.
Yeah. General Tso. They own all of General Tso chicken. I
don't know.
So there's a lot of
push a button.
There's a lot of helpful visual kind of interactive stuff, like these not digital whiteboards, like online whiteboards, call it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it exactly.
That's a good way to put it.
But you can, with Coggle is one good one as well.
I'm not doing it because of that stupid name.
I didn't like it either.
Care if
It sounded
it's the
like
best shit ever.
Parks and Rec fake app.
Yeah.
But with
Grizzle.
Grizzle. But I'll show you. I'll show you, Eric, and you can kind of use your words.
I'll shit on
to
it
explain
for
it.
everybody else.
So,
how about that?
So mind mapping is a way to kind of do an outline form, and I guess one of the guys at Pixar back in the day used to do this for storytelling.
I do like the mind mapping idea.
It looks like the NCAA tournament bracket sometimes.
Yeah, well, I think you can make it however you want to make it.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you have one big expansive one, usually if you took a step back without reading anything, it looks like the 64 bracket.
Exactly.
But it's a way to kind of flush out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We're inundated with so many fucking messages and like notifications.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe a whole another episode of how to like just squeezing all that shit into something. Because I feel like that when I get real like spacey or like definitely when I'm stressed, right?
Right.
I'd like to bring up that there's 20 different ways to get a hold of me to anybody who's listening.
Yeah.
And it's not good. It's not healthy, but I don't do anything about it.
What do you mean? So when you're stressed, you bring up there's 20 different ways
because it's hard for me to toggle between everything to get back to everybody, right?
Uh-huh.
We got like 3 emails.
Oh, you're saying you want them to come to you.
Well, no, I just need to bottleneck all this shit into like one thing.
Yeah.
Similar what we're talking about with the dashboard stuff.
Yeah.
We need all these custom reports just to be procured into one simple thing I can look at and go, oh, okay, and then just keep walking.
I think it's a big fear of the unknown when you don't have everything written out, that it's so much bigger in your mind when you don't know exactly what you need to do, what's been done, that sort of stuff. And once you get it out and you can see it visually, it could be 1,000 checklist items that you have to go through. But at least you could see them all right there. Okay, there's nothing else.
Right.
I'm not missing anything. I don't have to stress about that.
And a mistake I make too is like I don't have time to write that out, or I don't have time to do that visual thing.
Yeah.
And then I do.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I think too is always we don't look back, right? Like we're not really reflecting like, hey, what was I freaking out about today? Or like I had a little like my butthole puckered when I was working on this,
right?
Because I was nervous to get this done.
I think I'm pretty good about that. I don't get too up or down. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, but I think I move too fast trying to get shit done no matter what. There's no like back in the day I used to like sit on my front porch and kind of just like I would either read something or I would try to just sit there and like 20 minutes just try to
non-work stuff.
Yeah.
Or try and plan out.
Have a nightcap.
Mm-hmm.
It was a way to kind of
nightcap
slow
recap.
down,
Mm-hmm.
Not doing that as much anymore. Can't really do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can, but it's tougher with the kids.
It'll be frowned upon by children.
Yeah. Anyway, but the digital canvas whiteboard, Realtim board is really great. I've been using it for flow charts. You can put in tables and charts in there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't pay us to do this, so not like trygrasshopper.com/sweat for your phone number. But you can add in a marketing funnel. You can add in wireframes if you want to kind of you want to mind map the next app you have or the next website. So there's icons already in there, integrations like whoa.
It doesn't even have to be business stuff. Mind map your life.
No, yeah, exactly. And there's a bunch of stuff where they already have templates made to help you kind of get shit going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I definitely need to put together some job workflows and various things and responsibilities and all that. Figure out the best way to do it.
So best way to do that is go on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Go look up similar jobs in other towns since you're a local business.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't mind. You can just pilfer other copy.
Yeah, totally.
Well, pilfer copy from. I always look at the smart cities like Seattle or Austin or Denver, and then go look at the same job over there you're trying to hire for. Just kind of pick pick and choose some of the copy to use. Write out, and then look at it as if you were the person that was gonna apply. This is a big mistake a lot of people make.
Yeah, I'm also. I mean,
there's write a formal job description, then write the marketing around that.
Just knowing myself, I will end up doing everything before I even think about writing out the job description. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to want to know what I need that person to do by doing it myself to see what I can, take away that they don't have to do anymore, and also just to have it learned.
You're basically the manager.
Mr. Manager.
You're the Mr. Do you make them call you that?
I put it in my email signature. See who picks up on it.
Do they do the Southern thing where they call you Mr. Eric?
No. The maids do.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Can't afford maids.
No, well, you are the maid, technically.
Yeah, actually.
I am here.
Yeah.
And the place looks like shit. Yeah. So what I was saying is but post it. You know you got to start it. It's going to take a couple times. You're not going to bang out that copy in one full swoop.
No.
One fell swoop, I should say.
I mean, this isn't an emergency situation. I'm mostly concerned with learning everything like our receptionist does. Like, I'm still not, because she does more than a normal.
So you got to audit. Right?
Yeah, but now when I need the information, there's no auditing to be done. You know, she's not there.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're figuring it out on the fly.
I'm going playing from behind here, so I got to kind of learn it and then even figure out if it's even necessary. Dude, I mean, there's so much stuff that I can like get rid of that it's like.
It seems like y'all have a lot of obsolescence in technology and process, right?
Mm-hmm.
This will be good for process, this mind mapping tool. So you can go, here's our system now, and this is dumb. Here's how we should do it. But also you can show everybody, here's how this should look, kind of thing.
I think a good one, like, does it do like kind of a flow with checklists? So 8 a.m. you get in there, you do this, this, and this. Then at 10 a.m. you check this, whatever.
So you want kind of hold on.
But they do that. Is that Realtim board you're looking at?
Yeah, these are there's templates in here.
Okay.
A lot of these are strategy, but you can make up whatever you want. So what I was looking at yesterday is you can make a spreadsheet with 3 columns, and then it'll populate it into like sticky notes if you like doing that kind of style, like a corkboard, whatever. Some people like that for creative.
Will it export, if you do it direct into Realtim board, will it export Excel?
You want it from Realtim board to Excel?
Right. If you put the information into their desktop app,
I don't know.
Can you get it out of there?
Let me see. Export to CSV.
Go. Sweet.
So here's your workflow template. It's got one in there with 4 columns: on hold, in progress, needs review, approved. That's kind of more of the manager, I think, side of it.
You can change those top labels.
Yeah, you can change them.
It's what we're talking about sounds so simple. And it's like the amount of time we've spent trying to figure out these systems is crazy. I mean,
no, it's not. I don't think it's crazy because people don't really do it. Even I don't think they had a playbook. The business you took over is over what, 30 years old?
Oh no, 50. I mean,
the
guy's dad was a dentist.
And there's no ring binder of
no.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's that crazy the time spent doing this because it's not that.
Well, no, but I mean,
that
even
ubiquitous,
even before the practice purchase, like we were still trying to figure this thing out. It's just that like every one of them has like a fairly major downfall from my experience.
What do you mean? Oh, like all the apps?
Well, just like I don't know off the top of my head, but something that you think is all inclusive or is more inclusive than another has a huge flaw in it.
Oh yeah.
Seems that way.
Yeah, because you can't. They have to make it for a general audience, so you kind of have to hack it, no matter what.
My battery is low.
Is that a 2-minute warning?
That's how you know. That's not 2 minutes. We're well over 33.
What are we?
Believe it or not, I don't know. I had the fat on the beginning for a minute. I think we're about 34 minutes in.
Oh well, then let's close it out with some Jan Hammer and.
All right, Jan.
Thank y'all.
Yeah. Check us out on iTunes. Well, let me start it over, though. Get the feel for it.
Yeah.
Let's go do some cocaine.
You know, like some shit's going to go down.
Yeah. Getting your revolvers loaded. Ooh, it's intense.
Mickey Monday, stealing planes. Running away from the cops in Lakeland, Florida.
Yeah, in Tampa and what was it?
Miami Light.
Yeah. That's good.
Hotty toddy.
Oh, you
almost
fucker, you.
forgot.
Oh, I didn't forget.
Yeah,
you almost forgot.
I did.
Son of a bitch.
I got it in the end, baby.
SweatEquityPod.com. Check it.